Alright, let's see if we can get this model corrected in elumtools. First of all, I don't know what this thing is, so let me see. I want to make sure I'm not deleting anything we need, but remove that. Another thing I noticed right away is these are floors, not skylights, which means they not letting any light through. You can make them clear, you can do whatever you want, but if it's a floor, it's a floor. It's assuming it's a solid. So what we should do here is remove these skylight floors and see if that helps our cause. And I know this is also a floor, but that might still work. I'm going to check what the level. I think this is actually the ground floor. Make sure we have a room. You do have a room in there. I'm just going to tag the room so I know what it's called. It looks like this should be in the room too, but I don't know if this is a real wall. So just simply removing those skylights above, I'm going to take a stab at running analysis on this with selected components only. So I'm going to select these elements. For the sake of my laptop, I'm going to filter and maybe turn off things we don't need. Leave the rest on. Okay. And then I'm going to go to elumtools. Before I do anything, it can't be general use, it has to be daylighting. I'm going to do daylight parameters. You have the right location. Hopefully this is the right orientation. I'm going to make this noon on the 21st, just so I know the sun's up. I'm going to turn off electrical lighting right now, just so we do just daylighting. Hit OK. And calculate. Reduce selected elements. This version is a little different than the one that you guys have in the lab. It is actually still the 2016 version, but this is with some more updates, and they just make this a little bit easier right here. So I'm going to do selected elements. And now my laptop's probably going to get pretty upset because this is a pretty complex model. Alright, now I'm going to probably pause this just to let it run through so you don't have to watch a video of this thing rendering, and then I'll come back once it's done. Alright, and as you can see, that totally did not work. So, unsuccessful at the first try. What I'm going to do is I'm going to convert this. Well, let's just do it instead of me telling you about what I'm going to do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to convert this into a roof instead of it being a floor. So REVIT knows a little bit more about what's going on. So with that, this is a cheat for changing a floor to a roof. Select the floor, hit edit boundary, select all of the lines that it's made out of, hit copy, that's the copy command, and you can cancel out of that. Now I'm going to just delete this floor. And I'm going to go to architecture tab, do roof by footprint. We want this to be on the roof level, yes. And I'm going to do paste, line the current levels, roof, okay. And now that's back as a roof. Before I hit OK, I am also going to delete these openings. I'm going to hold Control down while I'm doing that. Let's try just deleting those ones. Nope. And now I have a roof up there. So now I'm going to load in a skylight. Load family. When skylights go under Windows, go to skylight, open. going to scroll down to my skylights under families, same category, windows, expand, skylight, expand. I do the first one, and I'm going to edit its type, because I believe the skylights you had on here were 20 by 6.5 ish. And I'm going to put them on. Alright, and I've totally put that on in the wrong direction, so click on it, rotate command, type 90. Alright, now I'm going to push them in reasonably close locations from where they were. And I'm going to copy it. Alright, and I'm assuming that these are also openings here. So, again, just so Revit knows what's happening where, I'm going to edit the footprint. And so that's about 5'3" by 25'5". I'm going to delete that one. Take the next skylight, edit its type. 25'3", it's 25'5", and 5'3". Okay. Nope. Drag that skylight onto it. Sure, that seems good. I'm not going to make another skylight there. I'm just going to delete that opening. So, if you want precision, you can put another skylight there. Nope. Alright, so now, hopefully, Revit's going to know where this light's coming from. So, select, go to elumtools. We're just going to calculate by selected elements. Alright, it's starting to run its analysis, so I'm going to pause it so you don't have to watch all. Oh, well, that's definitely a good sign, right? We're starting to see light getting through those skylights into the space. So I'm still not going to do a play-by-play because I think this is going to take a long time. So I'm going to pause it, and then when it's done, we can check the results. Alright, so we have results, so let's see what we have. Switch to illuminance. We're going to switch to foot candles and pseudo-color. And I think we can dive right in. Let's just crash through all this stuff. And then we can look around inside. So you can see that your markers on the wall are now showing that they should be. And one thing you'll find while you're inside like this is everything's blue. It's because there's not a lot of range inside here. So one thing you could do is under illuminance, if you click down on it, is you can set the maximum foot candle something like 30. And you can start to see the pattern on the inside. Obviously we would want to put your calculation points on the floor too, so we could see the amount that's on the floor. But this should give you a decent idea of how this is working. And we can walk on out. Obviously, once you get out of it, you don't want everything to be red. So you go back to default. We can start looking around here too. Oh, we want to go back in. I think I'm looking around out here, where you can see the relationship of Also, if you put points on the floor, you'd be able to see what kind of light you're getting in this space too, and how all of that's working. But this should be enough to get you going. The main items obviously were making the roof the roof. I know in the building it might not be the roof, but just since this is a chopped out of the building, Revit wants to know that this is a roof on the top, and the skylights are the main points where light's coming through. And after that, they will then pass through these other elements that you've made. This filtering element and these elements down here. So this should work. It should give you results. And obviously, if you want to run it with the electrical light turned on, you could do that too and see what the difference is. But this should work. So hopefully this video helps.